People know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Here's Rozier. Freak with it. Takes a three. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here is Hawkins. Kicks it to Evans. Right side Hill. Back to Evans. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Here's the Badgers with the ball. Hawkins with it. Now defended by Sanders. There's a good screen. Here's Hill. Missed inside.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That puts them in the lead. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Platoon swap here for Louisville. And the Badgers with some changes. Freak in at the 3. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then there's Harold. And it's Mack in at the 5. And here's Decker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hawkins is out there with Payton. Then it's Decker. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the power forward. Decker, the 9-footer's on the mark. Here's Rozier. 54 seconds left here in the first half of basketball. Here's Freak. And another 3 for Louisville.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Early, he's checked in for Harold. Dawkins checked in for Wisconsin. There's a screen. 34 seconds left here in the first half. Now, here's Decker. He's tightly guarded. Out of bounds. Louisville takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
A different look for Louisville. Payton, he's checked in for Mack. White comes in for Sanders. And it's Price in for Rozier. Here's Freak. And the 3-ball is good. Freak's got 14 points for the game.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
Hill passes to Hawkins. From beyond the arc. Hill, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just...
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cardinals ahead. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak, he's in at small forward. Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then there's Harold. And it's Mack in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Badgers, they've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the four-man position. And for Louisville, Freak, he's in at 3. Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then there's Harold, and it's Mack in at the center, filling out the middle.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
The Badgers making a switch here. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Hill. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. And Louisville making a change here. Payton's checked in.
Andre Payton.
Wisconsin trails by 6. Feeds it to Fisher. They double him with Freak. And Fisher kicks to Walker. Dishes it to Fisher. The Badgers working the ball around now. Hill, no good. Well, Greg, Louisville with 3 college national championships. The first 2 coming in the 80s. Their coach then, Denny Crum.
Yeah, they won 2 back in 80 and then also 86. The program hasn't had a lot of coaching changes. Almost everyone who leaves the program stays on for a long time. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Here's Decker. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Sam Decker.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible. This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and give the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
The Badgers making a switch here. They set the pick. Here's Hill. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Both free throws good from Hill.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Here's Freak.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Wade dishes to Conley. And White with the block. But they'll get another chance. Here's Gibson. And again, it's the Badgers missing. Louisville leading by 10. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Payton. He's out there with Hill. And it's Conley in at the small forward spot.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Rudy Gibson.
Here's Price. Now here's Freak. Thomas sets a screen for Freak. From deep. Cannot hit. So the Badgers will take it the other way. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. That's tipped, and they're able to recover.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Louisville.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key.
Freak's checked in for Louisville. The Badgers also changing it up. Gibson's checked in, and Walker subbed in for Hawkins. Wisconsin trails by 6. They double team Conley. And Gibson, here we go. Here's Walker. They get it back. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
For the 3, it's in from long range. One more from Freak. Freak's got 31 points.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And that's an intentional foul. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door. Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
And the wide open shot from Decker. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Here's Freak.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the ref in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
And the Badgers with possession here, trailing by 4.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's 14 seconds left here in the second half of the game. .11 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Hill passes to Evans to take the lead. So we see the Cardinals get the win here. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they...
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, frequent.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select the small forward from the University of Louisville,